I started with journaling, and my sister introduced me to journaling. And I said, but I don't know what to journal about. And she said, put your pen to paper and just start writing, whatever comes. And so much came. And I was like, wow, my mind is really busy, right? And I did journaling for, I think, 4 years. Yeah. And then the therapy thing happened. Yeah. Not some profound understanding that I need to go into therapy, but again, working from my belief, like, I'll show you, what a great mom I am, and that will put you right. Yeah. But then going into therapy and realizing that, okay, not the great mom I thought I was, need help. Right. But then also meditation and reading, a lot of reading. I was not into Instagram then, so which was really good for me. I'm into Instagram now, which is not great for me, but I used to read a lot, and not just psychology. I started reading some poetry. I don't understand poetry, but whatever little I could understand, I read poetry, I read philosophy, I read scriptures, mythology. And then that 1 hour of therapy session was really unpacking all of that. And the therapist was like the facilitator who held the space while I unpacked it. The thing is that we have to do our own work. You don't go to the gym and say, okay, I worked out for an hour, I'm good. There's something called NEAT, right? The activity you do throughout the day, the food you eat, the sleep you get. Therapy is just like that. It's that 1 hour in a week or 2 hours in a week. But then it's also what you are willing to do, right? For example, I used to be a very fearful person. So I had this bad habit of watching horror stories and then not sleep. And I'm like, okay, this is making me weak. So, of course, this is like post therapy, okay? So then I went and watched a really scary film. And I watched it over and over and over again till I was not scared of it anymore.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, if I apply the same principle to everywhere that I am struggling, maybe things would change, and it would be a horrible process in the moment. So, for example, setting my first boundary, right? So when I remember it so profoundly when I decided to set my boundary for the first time. I was trembling inside. I could feel sweat dripping down my back, but I did it anyway. And then I went and journaled. Then I went and meditated. Then I brought it up in therapy. So it was like multifold support. I gave that one experience. But it was me who had to go and set that boundary, who had to face that fear head on and say, this makes me fearful. And then the therapist helped me unpack, okay, so what made you fearful about that? When did you think it was okay to not set boundaries, right? And what made you want to set that boundary now? So, what about you are you discovering today? Journaling helped me write down all the beliefs around that boundary setting concept, the feelings that came, the thoughts. Meditation helped me to come back to the space and stay grounded, you know? And reading helped me know that it's okay. There are philosophical ideas, psychological scriptures that have spoken about it. Yeah.